beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Radio and beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What? Beltway Radio. And beyond. Say Beltway Radio and beyond. What?
Just different.
You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. You don't know what I've been through. You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's relief? unleash her. I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I say.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what I seen.
Yeah.
Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know.
Life is a bitch and death is a motherfucker. You can't trust a mother, cause people be motherfuckers. They stab you in your back and they smile up in your face. They do whatever it takes to have another place. The population polluted and robbing and shooting. Their mental state be diluted. They owe them all that they booted. Now how you only 17 and you looking 35. It's a wonderful time in this life to be alive. You better get your shit together. Stop wasting your time, cause time waits for no one. No person, place, or no thing. Yeah, it go fast, motherfucker. It go fast.
You don't know what I've been through.
It's like that.
You don't know what I seen.
It's like that.
Live your life, not mine.
It's like that.
If you know what I mean.
It's like that.
You don't know what I've been through.
Yeah.
You don't know what
It's
I
like
seen.
this.
Live your
It's
life,
like
not
that.
mine.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Yo. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's your host with the most, Phocuz Feel of Phocuz Radio. And we do this thing, man, each and every Thursday. Right here, man, on Beltway Radio and beyond. I'm in the building just on my phone, man, getting the live started. You can catch me on Facebook live right now. Like I say, you can always .com us at Beltway Radio and beyond. All my IG people out there, Feel Phocuz. No, I'm sorry. Feel Phocuz. I switched it up on IG. And for all my Twitter people out there, at Phocuz Radio is just that simple, man. Show kicks off at 6 p.m. We go all the way to 7 p.m. And we do it every Thursday. And once again, man, I am live on Facebook. You already know what it is, man. Tap in. Tap in. Happy Thursday to you. I am back. Feels like a long time when it's just every Thursday, one day out the week. But I am back, man, right here. Like I say, we are focused. So I want to speak on a lot of different things, man, a lot of different things today. And hopefully I got enough time to get them all in. You know, we do the missing segment right here on Phocuz Radio also. So for all those that may have a friend or a loved one missing, please feel free to contact me, and I don't mind coming out, doing the footwork and doing the leg work. You know what I mean? The foot and the leg. And in the trenches. That's what we do, man, right here on Phocuz Radio. Because we started from the bottom, now we here. This is the Bucket Hat Summer Edition, Phocuz Radio. So it's bucket hats all summer, and this is the Bucket Hat Edition. So until the last day of summer, Phocuz Radio, Phocuz Feel, we are rocking the bucket hats. So it's the Bucket Hat Edition, man, because it's just, that type of weather. And you can basically just wear it with anything, and you can, put on it what you want to put on it because, right here, Black Lives Matter. Yeah, they still do. So, it's the Bucket Hat Edition, man. So for all my OGs, all my Gs, all my people just that cool to throw on a bucket hat. And I've even seen females, and it's been
it looks cute on them when they got their hair done. So ladies, if you're gonna wear a bucket hat, don't wear it too low, or cause you don't have no hair, you're gonna put on a bucket hat. Nah, if you got the bucket hat on, get it like one side small and then had a little back, like do that Aaliyah style. You know how Aaliyah and TLC and all them, you know what I'm saying, used to do it, Rest in Paradise Aaliyah, by the way. You know how they used to do it with the bucket hats, they make it look real cute, the little tank top on, you know what I mean? Don't be coming out, and you got the back all flipped up and you like you one of the fellas and you about to go fishing. Nah, that's not, no. The bucket hat for the ladies, it gotta be, just make them look a little cool, you know, like I say, they hair with the glasses and however you gonna take it back. Take it back to the Leah days, take it back to the TLC days and them, you know, when they was, you know, doing that R&B hip hop thing, 50 years of hip hop, you know what I mean? When they was doing that thing in the mix and they had the, you know what I mean? Or just rock it, you know, it's comfortable, cool. But this is, once again, y'all, we gonna have some fun. The bucket hat edition. Want to thank my lady for, you know, bucket hats. You already know what it is, man. I'm your host with the most, man, Phocuz Phil. I want to kick this thing off. Like I say, man, if you're looking at my live right now, please feel free to tell a friend to tell a friend. We got a winner. Somebody, they won $1 billion. They won $1 billion Powerball jackpot, and it was sold in California. They won that $1 billion, walked away with a little over 500 million after them taxes. Them taxes almost went halfway, didn't they? And in Cali, they a little higher. Taxes, man, are always changing. By the way, just want to let y'all know that. I remember it was 5 cents on the dollar. Now that shit be like, it'd be $1 and it'd be 125, shit like that, 118 and 119. You better hope that you got $1 and some change. You know what I mean? So make sure you count out at least $1.50. And then you don't even got nothing that's $1 no more. I think the Dollar Tree is what, $1.50 $1.50? Something like that. They didn't went up. You know what I mean? So, I mean, shit, we went to $2 Tree. It's going to go up. Family, dollar, and friends. But anyway, man, make a long story short, this person won the lottery in Altadena, California. No, I'm sorry. That was somebody else that won the $2 billion. Hold up, with this person. I want to say this was Cali. Nah. Let me see, hold up. Get my facts. Yeah, in Cali. Another person had won another part of Cali. I'm sorry. You know how they got all the, you get one story, then you got a whole rack of other stories. But anyway, they won $1 billion. They walked away with a little over that $500 million. Once again, I was just joking about the tax thing. But I was just sitting here thinking, I played it, right? I played it. And it just seems to me, when you're playing numbers, you know, the lottery, and especially the lottery, it seems like you have to play it in a certain place to win. And don't get me wrong, I'm not saying people haven't won in the inner city. I'm not saying people haven't won here in D.C., because there has been some folks that's been anonymous. I don't know if nobody ever won $1 billion, but it has been some folks, I doubt, no, nobody never won $1 billion because they just took it up that high, right? But it was somebody that won like $100 million, I remember one time, and it was said that, you know, rumors, they was from around, you know, they was from Southeast, and they lived at this place, and people knew them, and it was this and it was that. So you can remain anonymous. They didn't say this person's name, so I'm sure they're anonymous. You don't know who it is. But I was just thinking, because I've played a lot of numbers. Now, don't get me wrong, in this area, and my sister's on here, shout out to my sister on here, and she can contest to this. Like, my peoples used to have number parties, and they had, I forgot, Uncle Pete something, the little book with the number, and they be in there comparing numbers, and they got a stack of lotto tickets like this. You feel me? And that shit like money. I'm looking at it like shit like money. And they repeating the plays, and they win it. They hitting. You know what I mean? So you do have those, I call them number gurus. Sneaky Pete, I think that was the name of it, Sneaky Pete. And, you know, I used to see him. I was a little kid, and they be getting them numbers together. I'm talking about running numbers, real shit. You know what I mean? So, it's just, to me, man, sometimes it just be seen. I'm talking about the bigger jackpots. You know what I mean? You got to go to certain areas. Because I'm reading the report, and I'm just reading the places where the jackpots have hit for big, and it's like New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Texas, Wisconsin, West Virginia, and they had just really got that close. And there's people here that, because I read a story, it was a couple people that won 150,000, I think off a scratch off, and that was just sometime last week. So it's possible. You do have some real gamblers here. They hit that MGM up, and they do their thing. You got them card players. Because that's what we do. But at the end of the day, I'm saying when it comes to me, in my opinion, long as I don't play it like that. Every now and then I feel lucky, and I say I'm gonna go ahead and go spend $5, and I got 2-3 sets of numbers, dollar box, dollar straight. I can win up to 5 G's, maybe even damn near 15 if it hit right, but it don't hit. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna buy a bag of chips when I go into the store instead of the lotto joint. Then I'm rushing. Because I'm like, I want to see now. Put them up under there. You're not a winner. You're not a winner. Yeah. But I'm a win, though. I'm a win. And we are winners at the end of the day. We are winners. So they say play to win. If you gamble, man, do your thing. But I do know that they make a lot of money here, especially in Prince George's County. And a lot of that money within the DMV, period. They're making a lot of that money at these casinos, and especially the MGM. And they want a certain amount of that money donated back. You know what I'm saying, to the state and, to the county, and they want in. You feel me? And they want a lot of that money, a lot of them millions and big millions that go back into the school systems, so it's been a fight with that for a very long time. You know what I mean? So, like I say, just play it safe and play to win. And at the end of the day, man, we are all winners. So I was focusing on a hero this week. And that's whoever won it. You're definitely you're a hero now. You good. And a lot of times, a lot of these people, man, already be having money. And y'all know that. A lot of these people that win big always be at least well off or be having money. I remember that time they made a big, Jennifer Lopez's mother just won $2 million at the casino. I was like, this Jennifer Lopez's mother like that. And can I win it? Shit. Somebody else win it, they good. And I'm not hating, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying most of the time it happen like that. It'd be like, well, they're owner of this, owner of that. And then what happens? It goes to charity, a lot of it. You know what I'm saying? When I die, I'm sending this to charity. He'd be like, what about your kids? And they found out they was beefing. I'm telling you, that money brings that shit out. I'm telling you, man. But that's the Phocuz Hero of the Week. Y'all already know what it is, man. We are here on Phocuz Radio, man. I'm feeling real good. I'm going to go straight to my lives before I get started. What's happening, Faye? What's happening, Gina? What's happening, sis? You already know what it is. And what's up, Hot? And Tom, my man always tuning in. Stop talking about your brother. You already know what it is, sis. You already know what it is. I'm telling you, already. Hey, that's one thing, man. Hey, let me bring this. Let me bring this in, man. Right. Once again, y'all, it's a bucket hat edition. So for all my listeners, man, if y'all got them bucket hats, throw them on. And I already told the ladies, so you already know the rules about when y'all rocking the bucket hats. But anyway, damn, I forgot what I was getting ready to say. Shit. Let me go into my story. I was talking about the numbers. My sister was saying, stop, don't be talking about your brother-in-law. But nah, hey, that's what I was saying. Y'all. My bad, y'all. Black people. One thing about us always have been smart. You feel what I'm saying? Smart and just talented. And as I just look around, like the other day, right? The other day, man, I was just looking around, man, at our people. And I say it's not really too many of us, that don't have some type of uniqueness about us. You feel what I'm saying? So I want all of us, man, to think about that this summer. You feel what I'm saying? As far as the confidence, you know what I'm saying? All of us being winners. And this is for us. Because I just looked around, I just thought about how back in the day, like I was talking about my peoples, man, how they really had numbers and was thinking and them jonks was hitting. You feel what I'm saying? Or how your mother, man, or father made a way, and you still here to remember them times, and it's changed for you, but you've humbled yourself. And we've had a lot of this, man, in the black community. You know what I mean? And we get, these stories that I got to report about our people, but it's so many of us that's good too, man. You feel me? So I just wanted to say that because that's the thought. I forgot because I was job freestyling that, but I was bouncing back off of that. And when my sister had just sent me what she sent me, so I just thought about us as a unit and black people, like back in the day, what we had to do with our parents or grandparents, and we remember the old times in our communities for all of us that's still here. You feel me? Still here because of that. Or we get into a situation and we know other options because we came from that. And that's why this younger generation, man, just got to get it together. It just need to be more at peace and as far as more unity, because a lot of y'all for real ain't really or ain't even growing up. And I'm saying ain't even for real living like that until you step outside. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like y'all got, I don't know, I wouldn't say maybe it's silver spoons or stainless steel spoons. A lot of y'all, So a lot of these things is just brought on by people, even with the younger generation that you wouldn't even think would happen when you see homes and shit like that they come from. And this is just real talk because we had people even like that back in the day. They 17, 18 cars, nice joints. Parents bought them cars. We riding around all day, smoking and shit in the car. It's like, I'm talking about, You feel me? That was all right. You feel me? Can get fresh every day. The phone pauses when they came out, the Jordans when they was out, and all that. The fresh this, the fresh that, the fresh gear. So, it's nowadays wanting to be seen, wanting to be somebody, wanting to say I did something. Then we do have those that are living in those poverty communities. Things are happening, And as far as, my level, I'm still living that way. I'm surviving. Because they set themselves up, man, for generational wealth. They set themselves up to stay in power. You know what I mean? So just thinking about that, man, and thinking about the beauty of our people, man. Just take that time, in the morning just to look at yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, rest in peace, man, like James Brown, I'm black and I'm proud. Like, that shit meant something. And the youngest will look at it and they'll laugh. They look at the old dances from back in the day. They look at some of the gear from back then, they'll laugh. They don't even know. That's where all this came from, man. Generations down on down. So, appreciate, be proud of who you are, man. My ladies, you feel what I'm saying? Even my fellas, talking to y'all too. Jump out there. Be proud of who you are, man. We are all winners at the end of the day. And I also want to say, as far as success is measured by your own rulers, by your own numbers. What I mean by that, by your own ruler, however you want to measure your success. I've seen people that I've been so happy for when they just made a certain step, because I know they're making a progress and they're making a change. You feel what I'm saying? At the end of the day. And success to them is them calling me, man, I just got this job filled. I'm making this. You know what I'm saying? Making that, man, they gonna pay me this, my hours, this, that, dude. I just did this, I just did that. Oh, man, for real? Damn, okay, I bet. We gonna celebrate. Yeah, my kid just graduated high school, going into college, or my kid just graduated high school. You know what I mean? Whatever your success, man. I just got this job. I just bought this house, man. Look at my new car. Even for the ladies nowadays, I've been celibate for this time, that time, and this is what, I'm at peace and I could be honest up front. That's success. You dig what I'm saying? Like, this real talk, man. This is on my heart. I had to spit this next 6 to 7 minutes, man, and just get that off my chest. Because, and I'm talking to my people that want something. I'm talking to my people, man, that's growing in relationships with problems, but can make it work, can improvise. You feel me? And I don't care if you gay, straight, whatever you are. I'm just talking about as a person, as far as yourself, being comfortable within yourself is successful. Some days we're not successful. And it's not because we're not making the $150,000 a year, or we don't got the new, the Benz or the Tesla, or we don't live in Upper Marlboro, we got a pool in the back. It might just be we didn't accomplish one thing that we just didn't, something so small we didn't do. Damn, I supposed to went to the store and did this and did that so I can cook Sunday dinner. Oh, you know what? I supposed to schedule that doctor appointment. I supposed to did this. You know what? I supposed to went and got my car service. I supposed to, you know what I mean? But when you accomplish something, you started, you finish it, that's success. So success doesn't come in big packages. Big packages sometimes with more bills, more baggage, more shit you got to deal with. And I'm not saying that you can't deal with it. You feel what I'm saying? But success is being honest within yourself, and I'm making this work because this is what I'm doing. This is how I'm moving right now. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? That's to all my people, but my sisters and brothers, man, that's tuning in right now, that's just tuning in, you know what I mean? That's listening online, all that. You know what I mean? I'm just saying that, like I said, man, success is in so many different ways. So this summer, it should be a success summer. You feel me? My summer is going to be successful. You know, and like I say, it be the smallest things. And you've seen people so happy when they accomplish something, and you must be special to them if they telling you and sharing the news. Or, you know, we got haters too sometimes. And you got haters that's stay successful being haters. So it's on so many different levels. They say, be safe now, be dangerous, be successful. It's making it home every night. It's successful. Straight up. I am Phocuz Field, man, the Phocuz Radio. You already know what it is, man. We do this thing each and every Thursday, man, right here. This is the Bucket Hat edition. And I was talking about success, right? And once again, we had a successful crime that was solved. And lady by the name of Vicky Belk had went missing in 1979. And the police just has been successful because they just got the guy that did it. And I want to say he's 65, 66, somewhere around like that age or whatever. And she was abducted by the RFK Stadium. That's somewhat of the story that they have. He was 18 at the time, abducted near that area. Her body was found some days later, which was
remembering the day Vicky Belk's mom had to
matter
go.
of fact, I'm sorry. This is the story of Vicky Belk. I just wanted to play this right quick too, B. That's why I bought this here, so I can get all the facts and get everything straight.
Hey, Vicky Belk's mom had to go identify her body. August 30th, 1979. A schoolboy on a bike had discovered the murdered woman 2 days earlier, dumped in the woods not far from Route 210. Detectives believe she was abducted outside RFK Stadium on her way home from work, raped, shot to death, her body dumped in Charles County. For decades, her murder went unsolved until dogged investigators recovered a small amount of DNA from her dress. 62-year-old Andre Taylor of D.C., a man already twice arrested but never convicted for murders, who was just 18 when Vicky Belk was killed. Vicky Belk was among the first black children to integrate Alexandria's schools. Her son, who was 7 when she was murdered, went on to become a federal prosecutor.
Yo. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, Vicky Belk, body was found off of 210. This was back in the day. And they finally have arrested the guy and have charged him. I'm speaking on this because, of course, this platform is based around the missing and murdered people and also cold cases. That was a success right there. That was a success story. And the title of that would be, guess what? Never Give Up. And her sister fought so hard for justice. She actually started a foundation in memory of her sister, Vicky Belk. So I reached out to her, definitely trying to get her in here for sure. I just want to know how it feels 40 plus years later. And it's just about getting closure. And closure is one of those things, man, that we got to get no matter what the subject is. In other words, you feel me? No matter what it's about. If something ended, you don't know why it ended. You don't know what happens. That lingers on and on and on. And you might shut down and not think about it, but then you think about it. So closure is very important, definitely for this segment on Phocuz Radio. And the guy was 18. They showed a picture of him back then when he was 18. They showed a picture of him now in his 60s. And just for to see the tears, man, and just to see how joyful her family, especially her sister, brother, were to see that they had charged him. And the thing about it is, over 40 years ago, and I know the forensic wasn't like it is now, but it had to be something. It had to be something, some type of this DNA. I'm telling you, it's crazy that when we leave this earth, we are going to go back to dust. Sad to say, this is only the shell. So we're dust. Everything is made by God. Everything. This mic I'm talking in, these headphones, everything. Some God made it. He gave us the flesh, the bones, and the brains to make it. God made it, and God's making. God did. God did. So, sad to say, right? We'll go to dust, but that DNA. And once they get a little sample, a little piece of this, that what I'm talking on, and why they say people wear the mask. I always spit on people. Don't get me wrong, but that's why they say that, because of the mask, because of the and I respect that. You know what I mean? I put a mask on when I have to, but I respect that. But in other words, what we don't see, right? I'm telling you, that can get you in trouble. You wouldn't believe it, but that can get you in trouble. And they stayed on it. They stayed on it. They stayed on it. And you know what? How many brothers back then probably were stopped, arrested or whatever, and questioned? Think about it. Think about it. And that's why I want to get her in here for real, tell a whole story to now. Because I'm sure a lot came along with that. But never give up. Once again, like with the missing people, we have to make ourselves known in reference to whatever we're doing. As far as, the missing, if we protesting, if we put something together, we gotta, because we ain't gonna get that. See, we a threat. They don't want all that power in front of the White House, in front of that Republican. Shit. All black people would have ride that Capitol like that. I'm talking about if it was all brothers and sisters. What? The death toll? And you ain't even probably have to be doing that but protesting, but because of the things that occurred, man, they would have got the firing off down that jump. You know it. So we talking about power. Like that. All of us got together, all this black and brown, big strong muscles, all that, real talk. Black is beautiful, I'm telling you. You mix anything with that melon, I'm telling you. Whoo. Anything with this black, anything. So, we gotta keep fighting. never give up, like the Bilks did. Never give up. That's real talk, you know. The Egglestons, never give up. The guy found he was arrested, you know, 8 months pregnant, Akia Eggleston from Baltimore. Her dad, stepmom, stayed on the case, stayed on it, 2018. He was brought to justice, told the whole story, but they never gave up. And the lockup, I call them those creeps. They creepy, you gotta watch them. That's successful. Y'all already know what it is, man. I am your host with the most, man. Focus Field of Phocuz Radio. I wouldn't really call this one successful, but we had a guy, two guys. It always happens like this. That's what I say about our generations, how things have changed, right? But we have a guy trying to carjack a guy, right? Two guys trying to carjack a guy in D.C. And his name was Marcus Thompson. He was 27, Southeast D.C. He was locked up. They charged him with carjacking, carrying a pistol without a license, possession of an unregistered ammunition, possession, large capacity of ammunition, feeding device, right? Extra clip or something like that. That's what it sounds like. But he was shot. He got shot, right? And what happened was they approached the vehicle. You know, the victim was in the vehicle. The carjacker took out his gun, demanded the car. Then the victim took out his own gun. Shot the same guy, the guy that demanded the car. See, this is what's going to start happening. That concealed and carry, and that's what he had. He's going home. He's going home. Stop trying to steal, take people. Stop taking shit don't belong to you. You remember when we was in the store? Don't touch. Didn't I say man? You nothing. Don't touch it. Detectives say the victim had a valid permit and a firearm was registered. So this is what they're going to start doing, man. I'm trying to keep y'all focused out there because I might have some bad people listening too. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? As long as they get the message, I'm helping them get focused. But saying all this to say, and guess what? The victim, right? He sat there and waited until the police came with the guy that he just shot. So he wounded him pretty bad because he couldn't move, he couldn't do anything. And guess what? His man ran off. His man ran. See, I always grew up as we came together, we leaving together. Two of y'all, one of him, both y'all had guns. It wasn't successful. He ran off. And he probably ain't even tell nobody. Yeah, man, I'm trying to contact somebody and they just shot my man. He ain't tell nobody. He's ran. Fuck that nigga. Shit. Go. Wasn't no piece of this. Got away. Leave these people's stuff alone. Seriously, man. And that's on a whole nother different level. I'm just speaking on you just never know. And I'm just saying that it's happening more and more because we're on defense mode now. We want to be safe, and it's sad to say that we have to bring weapons to the equation to be safe. But you hurt me. Sad that it's that way. So many things have happened. 4 people stabbed on U Street. And I had told somebody, I said, man, you hear about them 4 people? By the way, the police is looking for the guy that ran after this man got shot. They looking for him. Anyway, the 4 people that got shot on the 4 people that got stabbed on U Street. this weekend. And I told somebody, I said, man, you hear about them people that got stabbed up on U Street? He said, which one? Northwest or Southeast? I said, man, Northwest. What? So, yeah, U Street. Down there, where we go at sometimes, we like to party, got them clubs, and the nightlife is just right. That's one of them parts in D.C. You got Howard, you know, you got the other little universities that's around the joint. You got the Uptown. I mean, everybody walking down that U Street. It's always something to do. Then you get the big slices of pizza. Let's just be greedy or hit the Subway right there or something like that. That Subway joint. You already know. But yeah, so 4 people, and the police don't know. They want to know if it was under investigation. Wants to know if it was all connected. They wants to know if it was all connected. Possibility though. I don't know if that sounds like maybe some robberies or was somebody down there tripped out. You know, watch for that too. Watch for that too. Seeing more and more and more of that in our communities. And we ask for better mental health stability. That's what I want to call it. Because I think it needs to be more stability within the mental health thing in our city. Like, has to be, I don't know if they could do that, but controlled a little more. But I think sometimes it may just be all on the person. But we have a lot of people with those issues and indulge in drug activity that makes it worse. Then you have more crimes, and things that happen. And some of these people are not going to go to prison because of their condition. And I'm saying all this to say, as far as even with that mental health, find someone to talk to. If somebody is coming to you and it doesn't seem right, I would really suggest that so we could be stable. Honestly. Some of us has our own we have our own medicine. We got our own niche. How we gonna take care of this problem? We gonna get a bottle. But no, seriously, on a more serious note, with that, and that's why I say that, man, for real. Because I'm seeing it more and more and more. And I'm thinking the drugs are getting stronger, the fentanyl, I'm thinking the heroin, and the people that are younger and younger and younger. Alcohol is a drug, one of the number 1 drugs in the whole wide world. Yes. I want to let people know that because people be thinking, we drinking, we on drugs. No, honestly, within, the long run, and anything that you abuse too much of, things happen. But as people don't be able to forget, like they don't know. Like, yes, that's alcohol is drugs. It is. It could be good drugs, it could be bad drugs, depending on how you feel. And it's 9:00 Friday somewhere right now. Let me go to my live, man. What's up with y'all? Let me see what we got. Hutchinson is in the building. You already know. Shatima, what's happening? My girl Cook, you already know what it is. Black Panther movement, man. Look her up. I'm telling you, heavy. She do her thing, too. She got a show, too. Yeah, man. So you already know what it is, man. I am Phocuz, Feel the Phocuz Radio. Can't stop talking about this guy, Jay-Z. And this is the reason why I'm bringing you this story. Jay, at 53 years old, has just been the only black artist that has had 10 platinum albums, but multi-platinum albums. So, saying all this to say, when they put that out in the media, and put that part out there. I think that's big, man. I think that's big because it's the rock and roll Hall of Famers, you know, the country western, those Hall of Famers. What else we got? The rock and roll. We got. He is hip hop, so I can't say he's just yeah. I think that's pretty much it as far as I'm talking about doing big things. You feel me? And I'm quite sure in Latin music, different music, classical. I'm quite sure you have some in those genres too. There's so many different genres of music. I don't know. Maybe I don't know what other genres of music may have done it. I don't know. But in that category, and for them to say as far as black, I think that's big, man. I think that's really big. I think definitely you got to come stronger with your music. You try and sell each album you put out. And it's for the newer generation. And it's a lot of them that was out there that's still out there with Jay. That put out a lot of albums. LL, X, Nas. It's a lot of them that was out there. Wu-Tang, Tupac, Biggie, Scarface. Just a lot in that category. I can't forget about, like I say, the Down South came later. Eminem and the Nellies and the Ludacris. It's a lot. It's a lot. You got 3 6 Mafia. You got some ones that was hat, but consecutively. And that's 10. And he may have 15 or 16 albums, I'm thinking. That's 10. So you give me 10 platinums. And we just discussed this not too long on the show, that Billboard has not announced a #1 album. This real shit.
Okay, hold on. Can I
No,
ask?
go ahead. My bad.
Okay, so say again. Is this 10 consecutive platinum albums?
Platinum albums. Each one sold at least 1 million or better. It's 10 of them. First black artist to do it.
Black hip hop artists?
Well, who did it? Who did it?
10 albums. He has 10 albums that are platinum.
All platinum.
Okay. I just need clarity because it took some time to get those. Because I can understand gold, but platinum. I mean, it's
Platinum.
especially. I mean, because normally you want to get platinum like right off the bat, because something like Michael Jackson's Thriller, that instantly went platinum within months.
Yeah, but he had 10 different albums.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So 10 different albums that went platinum.
Right.
So his last album finally went platinum.
Platinum.
Okay.
Platinum.
Good for him.
But no, he has other albums.
That's what I'm saying. I understand that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, and for hip hop, we don't got a lot of, we think they selling a lot of albums.
What I'm saying is, it took this last album finally gone to platinum.
What,
444.
Yeah.
Gone to platinum.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So, way I see it is like, if it took that long to finally get to platinum, it kind of makes me think that it's like, it kind of shows the fact that hip hop is not that type of genre it takes some time to get used to. And especially for someone like him, the way he came in the game and where he is now, it's kind of like, people are kind of like bobbing and weaving with his music. They like the bangers, but at the same time, when it comes to stuff, something like 444, a lot of people weren't really fully into it, to be honest with you.
What the last album?
Yeah, the last album. Now everyone thinks it was great. As much as people thought it was great, and especially with the content he was explaining, because everyone knows what he was explaining. But the point is the fact is like, everybody wasn't full all into it, and especially for someone who was, from the prior album, he was out of it for a bit. So, I mean, you got to think. I mean, I commend him, and especially in the genre of music that is supposed to be the king of music nowadays. But really, to me, it's like it took him. Okay, finally, his last album gets the platinum album, his 10th platinum album. It's like, all right, kudos. But
well, we got to think about the times. Times have changed, and like you said, coming from the era that he comes from and being who he is and what he's done in the game, it did take a long time. But one thing I always say about music, it's timeless. It takes time. I'm trying to tell you, it's so much music that has just now grew on me because I've took the time to listen, and I'm like, oh damn, okay, I see why this was a hit. I see why this was a hot album. Because I go back all the time and do that. I'm like,
but the
damn.
Thing is, it's like, you figure it's like, as popular as this particular artist is,
yeah,
you figured it's like it would have been a platinum album right from the jump. So, like I said, when Michael Jackson Thriller came out, like I said, it went to platinum, just one platinum.
Yeah,
he had that thing went diamond.
Diamond, right?
So there's a difference.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I see what you're saying.
So that's what it feels like. I think in this day and age, like you said, it's not just the fact of people finally getting into music; it's the fact of consuming it, and various artists they like to listen to. Again, 444 came out like 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, that came out maybe longer than that.
Yeah, so I mean, you got to think about it. It's like to finally get the platinum. It's kind of like, oh damn, okay.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a feat, but still, it's kind of like, damn.
Yeah, it's a long time.
That's why you don't hear when it comes to albums, they're happy to get it to be gold now. That's the thing. It's like you get gold. It's like, hey, it's like I got a gold record.
Man, they just said, I don't know how true this was, but Boosie, I always tell y'all every time I hear something, it's in reference to Boosie. Boosie stays in the, he stays. What do you want to call it? Relevant, current, in other words, right? He had that case, say he needed some lawyer money. I do know he was on IG selling a lot of shit to get some money. He was said it himself, like he was selling some shit to get him some extra bread for the lawyer because I think he needed $250,000 for the lawyer. Now, allegedly, the baby mom and the daughter is saying Boosie had bought her a Benz. I remember that. It wasn't too long ago. Boosie bought her a Benz. Of course, Boosie was on IG with the Benz or whatever. Now, supposedly, allegedly, Lil Boosie has taken the Benz back due to the fact that he's trying to sell that to get money to help him also with the lawyer fees. Boosie is saying that ain't true. He's saying that the baby mother's trying to take him back for child support. She's trying to work him. He takes care of his kids. He just felt as though, I forgot what he said the daughter had done while she was driving the car, had the car, something like that, and they had got into it, and he just took the car back. Both of them are allegedly saying, nah, that ain't true. Boosie took this car to get that money up to pay for these lawyers. So him and his baby mother has been going back for a very long, like they've always had feuds and had issues, for real. But, and this is actually one of his younger kids. Like, she, I think 16 or something like that. So he been in the game since he had, they had birthed her. So I'm sure she had, have gotten a lot, acquired a lot. Maybe the baby moms too. I don't know if they were together. I don't know. But as of now, that's what they're saying. Now, I can vouch for my man being online selling a rack of shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Because I think he had sold a Rolls Royce for like $100,000 and sold something else. So I don't know, man. Once again, we go back to this money. And this, who got it and who really don't. I fucks with Boosie, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. So my other man, what's his name? Finesse 2 times. I just heard a story about him. Some supposed to happen with a rental car and some supposed to happen with his Zelle account. As far as him paying for the rental car, the poster got taken back. and somebody else was driving. And he said that he had to handle the business when he got back in town because his Zelle card wasn't working. But they just wanted the money for their rental car because I think he had kept it longer than what it's supposed to have been. I just be trying to figure out, like, I mean, something wrong with my bank card too. You know, but, you know, don't let the money, don't let it fool you. Don't let it, I'm telling you. And I'm just saying that because they rap about all this money. And the Zelle card is broke. I'm sure it's Cash App. You know, say you 30 bands, walk around with 30 bands. I mean, I'm just saying. Shit. Did I hold something? Let's go to our missing segment. Y'all already know what it is, man. Your host with the most. The missing segment, like I say, we are in the trenches. This is a older female I have been showing, Miss Murray Dawson. We're missing from the 1200 block of Holbrook Terrace, Northeast D.C. She's been missing since Thursday, July the 13th, 2023. Reported missing at 8 a.m. She's 57 years old. Black female, 5 feet in height. She's short. 179 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Last seen wearing a white headscarf, a black t-shirt, white jean shorts, and gold sandals. Her whole outfit, maybe she was going out, hopefully. And this puzzles me with stories of older people like this, especially my sisters. It puzzles me. Hopefully she will be found safe. This is another older female, Teresa Yolanda Young, 1500 block of North Capitol Street, Northwest. This is also my second time showing this flyer. Missing since Friday, the day before 4th of July, July 3rd, 2015. And this is 8 years ago. She's 48 years old. That was 8 years ago. She would be 56, depending on her birthday. Described as a black female, medium complexion, 5 feet 3 inches in height, 130 pounds, short black hair and brown eyes. Last seen wearing a black short sleeve shirt, black leggings, and leopard prints, and white Puma sneakers. Of course, you already know, free advertisement, I keep doing this, but the Pumas, you already know I'm a Puma guy. So white Puma sneakers, and the other thing would be the leopard print leggings she had on. It's 5 years ago. You have people that can remember some of these stories, like family members and friends, and they say, I remember that day, you know, and they have these memories. So like I say, you never know, man. Never give up. Merkayla Butler, unit block of Galveston Street Southeast. That's on the other side of Foster, up there by Hadley Hospital, old joint. I forgot the name of the new one, but that's where, for all my older folks from that area. Only 12 years old. Last seen, like I say, in the unit block of Galveston Street. They don't even have a number of a building, an address, anything like that. Unit block could mean on the corner, could have been walking past, anything of that nature. 5 feet, 5 inches tall, 130 pounds, black hair, brown eyes. Clothing description is unknown. See what I'm saying? Nobody last saw her or can remember last place she left. So therefore, clothing description, we don't know what she's wearing, but she's missing. Y'all already know what it is, man. I am your host with the most, man. Phocuz Feel of Phocuz Radio. And we does this thing, man, each and every Thursday. We'll be back next week. Tune in with me, man. Like I say, share these shows. Feel free. Headphones, man. It's a bucket hat summer. So this has been sponsored by Bucket Hat Summer Edition. Right here on Phocuz Radio, y'all. Peace.
You don't know what I seen. Live your life, not mine. If you know what I mean. They don't know. You don't know. We don't know. Life is funny, things we do to get money. Hardships, hard times. And these days, these situations, they be sticky like honey. If it ain't Corona, they trying to clone ya. What happens to the little girl that went missing from her home? Her own daddy keep touching her. Daddy, leave me alone. I ain't got the answers. Trying to get justice for George Floyd. And if Bill Gates got the cure, make sure he got one for cancer. We screaming stop the violence, but who we asking? The killer the same color as the one in the casket. I'm no preacher, spitting hard facts like bleachers. Make America great again. It's only for the rich leeches. Where's Felicia? I guess black reparations went to new prisons and new police substations. For black justice, they be debating. We gotta wake up, but I'm going back to back. I'm on one. Cold cases still hot in the hood, cause the nigga that did it, he still home, son. I'm my own rapper, but got a new balance. Rest in peace to all the young fallen soldiers. Didn't get a chance to show the world their talents. I'm so focused, trying to save the nation. Seeing the road ahead like a full focus. You don't know what I've been through.